defend from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayers shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazinamdi Kanu stands, defying darkened tombs. A beacon of hope, a voice soon yielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazi Asum Kwensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by wind so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamdi Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by wind so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. For song does not capture all aspects, let us continue to hope for justice and peace. Dun dun.
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu as I welcome you to this late night broadcast. Please welcome others. We are live to our various platform. We are live on X handle Benjamin Chukwudi Ezumezu. We are live on X handle. Please, if you are listening to the sound of our voice from there, please endeavor to hit the like button and share the program. It's very important. We're also live on Facebook. We have three profiles on Facebook. Ikechukwu Ezumezu, Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu, and Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. These are our pages on Facebook. We don't have fake accounts. If you are listening to the sound of our voice, please hit the like button and share the program. We're also live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Please, it's very important if you are not subscribed on our YouTube, please endeavor to do so. We are 677 subscribers on YouTube. Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Please send the link to your loved ones, to your friends. Ask them to subscribe. It's very important so that anytime we're online, you can get the notification button because this program was supposed to be 1 hour before now. But it's not easy, to prepare for a program. For my program, it's not easy for me to prepare. It takes me a lot of time to prepare my program. So it's very important that you subscribe on our YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. It's very, very important. As I welcome you once again, please endeavor to welcome others. It's very important. And remember, tomorrow is our leader court day on 13th June. 13th, 16, 18, and 19. Yeah, it's our leader court days. So I urge those that live around, those that in Nigeria, please, all the road lead to Abuja. All road lead to Abuja. All road lead to Abuja. But before we continue, it's very, very important we bring this picture and we have to take a minute silent for him. He's a British Frederick Forsyth, no? We're going to listen to him when he was alive. But before then, let me bring this picture out. It's very important that we give him a minute silence for the love, for the sacrifice, for Biafrans when he was alive. Most of us don't know. Most of us don't know about him. Yeah, and yeah, Frederick was he is a British citizen, a Briton, no, and he was a journalist in BBC. So, but he was instructed not to report the actual thing that is going on in Biafra land. He was instructed not to report the genocide that's going on in Biafra land, and he flied back to UK, and he resigned from BBC network. He's a writer. He's also a spy, and he fly to Portugal. From Portugal, he find himself in Biafra land. As a matter of fact, most of those pictures that we see on internet about Biafra, most of those pictures, those videos came from him. He reported what is going on in Biafra land, and that is why some of the British citizens then engage themselves in protests against what is going on. So, but we are going to listen to his video. But before then, we must give him a minute silence. It's very important, Biafrans. And start from now. The minute silence start from now. Mr. Frederick, first time, may your soul rest in peace. Ise, 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 Ise. So Like I was saying, he played a very important role to expose what is going on in Biafra land, to expose the genocide in Biafra land. And before he passed on, he also, when our leader was kidnapped, he also lied and he said, bring him back home. Bring Mazina Khan back home in British, in UK. He did not stop there because his love for Biafrans, nobody can take it out from him. And as many of us don't know that he also the man that writes. I don't know how many of us have watched this movie, the Sunrise, right? Right? Yeah, Sunrise. It's about Biafra. He's the writer. He is the writer. He is the writer. So may your soul continue to rest in peace, sir. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate your sacrifice for us. And may your soul continue to rest in peace. So let's play his video. What he said. Let's play his video so you guys can listen from the horse's mouth. It's very important.
Frederick Forsyth. We were young reporters in the BBC in 1964. He was the assistant diplomatic correspondent. No disparagement to all the rest of us, but our star turn in many ways is Frederick Forsyth. He has and deserves an entire chapter to himself. Better known these days as a brilliant thriller writer, but where did he get it from? Our former assistant diplomatic correspondent, the man who was assigned by the BBC to cover the Nigerian civil war, and for one reason or another he did, and he was, can we say, reduced to the ranks, and he was busted to be a general reporter like me, and I've always thought of all the journalists I've known, Kurt Schork, all kinds of wonderful people, I know nobody who ever showed more moral and physical courage than the old guy in the white suit here. Freddie, can you keep it less than half an hour, please? Can you briefly say what happened to you and what you now think?
Yeah, I'll keep it as succinct as I can. Well, as to crossing a line, I've actually crossed 3 lines. The first one was when I accepted the post of assistant diplomatic correspondent of the BBC at the age of 28, which was unnaturally young and for some offensively young. And I didn't realise I had made quite a number of enemies inside the hierarchy. A slight digression, if I may, the so-called British establishment. It's once said of the devil that the most cunning thing he ever did was to deny he existed. MI6 used to be exactly like that, not well, we remember best when there was apparently no secret intelligence service in Britain. Now, of course, we not only know that there is, we know where it is, we know who the boss is, but there was this, we remember when this was terra incognita. But anyway, there is a British establishment, denied though it may be. I, at 28, did not realise how cynical, how manipulative, and when crossed, how cruel it could be. I learned later, the hard way. That was the first line. What I had done inadvertently was to join the establishment. What I was not prepared to do, and didn't realise that it was assumed I had done it, was serve it. And that was where the second line got crossed. The second line was when I realised that I was going to be asked to participate in managed news, that the output on that subject, Nigeria Biafra, from the BBC was strongly biased in favour of the establishment, which insisted on a very strongly pro-Nigerian federal bias in all its agendas. that was when I walked. I should have given 3 months' notice. I didn't. I actually walked on a Friday night. I wrote my letter of resignation. I posted it in the late night mail, knowing it would arrive on Monday. On the Saturday, I flew to Portugal. On the Sunday, I hitched a lift, squatting on a cargo of mortar bombs into Biafra. I had actually come back to where I'd started, but I hadn't come back as the BBC's assistant diplomatic correspondent. I'd come back as a self-declared rebel. The third time I crossed the line was absolutely deliberate, but it wasn't about Biafra or the political faring or fortunes of the former eastern region of Nigeria, which was a highly political question and didn't really, I felt, concern me. I crossed the line when I realized that the children were dying, and they were dying in large and increasing numbers. They weren't dying of bullets. There were some who died of bullets, of bombs, but they were the minority. This was, in my view, a deliberately concocted and organized famine. We've seen famines since, that normally when the crops fail, when the rains don't come, or possibly there's an earthquake or a volcano or an inundation of some kind, and people starve. But this was deliberate. This was in the manner of those organized famines that Stalin organized, for example, in the Kuban and the Black Earth country. The children began to die in Biafra about April 1968. Now, the war began on July the 7th, 67. So these are two issues. And it was about late March, April, some of the mothers in the deep bush began to present themselves at...
I want us to pay really attention for what he said here. What he said here is touching. You see, it was organized crime. Children started dying in 1968 to 1970. Do you know how many millions of Biafrans children died during that war? And let me correct myself, please. No, it was Tears of the Sun. I don't know how many of you have watched that movie, Tears of the Sun. He's the writer. He's the writer. So it was. He said when you cross the line, when you start seeing children dying, and it was very organized crime that the world want to sweep under the carpet. We will tell our own stories. Aye, John, why we give kudos to you, sir. May your soul rest in peace, sir. Let's continue listening to him. It's very important.
clinics run mainly by the Catholic missionaries, carrying with them their rather deformed children. They were deformed not because they were born that way, but they had been reduced to stick insects with lolling heads and unglazed eyes and big bloated, but only air-bloated bellies. And the mothers couldn't understand why this was happening. They said that they fed them regularly. And they did indeed, but what they were feeding them was gari, which is pounded cassava, and yams, both of which will fill you up, but they have got not 1 milligram of vitamins or calories inside them. They are carbohydrates. And this was a starvation caused by a complete lack of any kind of sustenance. Children need 5 grams a day of pure protein, and adults 1. That's why the children died. The story wasn't a story then. Biafra was, so to speak, the non-story. The Western world was concerned with many things, principally Vietnam, but this systematic destruction of a people who were part of the Commonwealth was a non-story. A group of journalists came down from Britain in the May of that year and for the first time saw and took pictures. And it was those pictures that transformed the story. And I found myself willy-nilly the resident, so to speak. I'd arrived in February, and I stayed until Christmas Eve '69. So in all 2 years, 3 months as a servant of the BBC, and then the rest of the time, 21 months as a freelance. In the sense that, yes, I did everything I could to try and raise awareness levels and possibly donation levels because of the plight of those children. I have absolutely no hesitation in pleading guilty, and proud of it. So 3 lines. I didn't mean to become a member of the establishment, but I absolutely refused to become its servant. I did mean to leave the BBC because it was either that or become part of a structure that I felt was parlaying managed news. And I definitely crossed the line when I decided to do all I could, not much. Freelancers are pretty way down the pecking order, but nevertheless do what I could to raise awareness levels inside and outside this country and eventually across Europe and North America for the plight of those children. Well, as it happened, 500,000 at least died, and the war, as you know, eventually ended in the crushing of the insurrection. But there's one thing that has stuck with me ever since, and it is my belief that it's one of the most shameful episodes our normally humane country and normally humane government have ever participated in, for this reason. If you take, as one must, that the secession, the UDI of the eastern region of Nigeria was illegal, then the Biafrans throughout the whole duration of that conflict were Nigerians. The government of Nigeria, therefore, was killing its own citizens. Secondly, the government of Nigeria was not a democracy. It was a very violent military junta that had come to power through an extremely violent coup d'etat in July 1966. You may like to ask yourself a rhetorical question: when in our long history has our government ever assisted a dictatorship to kill its own citizens? And the answer is never, save once. And the second question you might care to ask is why? Why did we assist a government that was no better than Bashar al-Assad to slaughter its own citizens for the crime of going into insurrection against them after numerous persecutions? Why did we do it? I know the answer. It was because of the massive vanity of the senior mandarins of the civil service who could not and would not be proved wrong. And that, I think, is shameful. I've never forgotten, I've never forgiven. Sorry, too long.
One of the most gifted, bloody-minded journalists I ever met was Freddie Forsyth. Freddie, some closing thoughts.
Yeah. Well, yes. I don't think there's probably any major story that you can cover which is completely devoid of any bias at all. It's extremely hard to avoid bias. I think Reuters, which I worked for 4 years, does a pretty bloody good job of not being biased. But there's almost always 2 sides to every story. There was a Serbian defense side, if you like. They too had atrocities committed by Croats against them. There were, yes, I'm sorry to say to the lady at the back, there is a case for Israel. The only creed I ever came across which had absolutely no mitigating factor whatsoever was Nazism. As a kid born in '38 and raised through the war and after the war, obviously I knew a bit about it, and it was very nasty. It wasn't until I investigated it more deeply when I was researching the Odessa file that I found out exactly how foul it was. And most things you can say, well, maybe there's one mitigating factor, not that one. That's the only one. This has got nothing. Not even communism, can have a case made for it. But as to working for or rebelling against the establishment, I mean, sometimes I think that the establishment is not the friend of dispassionate reporting. It can't be, because it wants its version, to dominate, and that could well be the wrong version. One last anecdote, if I may. I was well smeared by the Foreign Office publicity department when I was out of the country. Obviously, I was down in the bush, but they had a good go at me. I became a mercenary. I became a Duke's personal advisor, which I wasn't. We chatted, but I wasn't his advisor. No, I wasn't a mercenary. I was an arms dealer. No, I wasn't an arms dealer. It was many things, but I was apparently all of these things. So when I came back, I was so well smeared that the only chance I had, I'm talking about the early spring of 1970, of getting a job in journalism was a pretty faint hope. So, Neil Desperandum, I sat down and wrote a thing called The Day of the Jackal. And when it was published, I walked past the Foreign Office and I went, and I have a mental image. Thank you. Lots of little youngsters going back and saying, "Sir, there's a man outside on Whitehall raising a middle finger at us."
Thank you all for coming. It's a terrific book. I think it's on sale. I think it's been really useful, and my thanks to all the panelists, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much.
So this was it. It's about 12 minutes video. How he was narrating about Biafra war when they when he crossed the line because of Biafrans, the war. He resigned from BBC just to bring the truth out to the world. How many of us today can stand by his college? How many Biafrans today can stand by his college or can do what he did for Biafrans? None. But we see our young billionaire. All they care is showcasing their wealth on media, kneeling down to Fulani Janjaweed just to grab political power. But he's a Briton. He sacrificed his job just because he wants to bring the truth out. May your soul continue to rest in peace, Mr. Frederick. And Biafrans, we shall never forget your role you played. And this reminds me, in 2021, in Sweden here, a Benin guy, a Benin man, he was in charge about the job then. Because of IPOB, he was insulting my leader, Mazin, and saying, "Man, no, don't go there." Because of that, I lose that job. But I said, "You can go ahead, you can go to hell with your job. I am IPOB member, and Mazin is my leader." So one day I will narrate the story. 2021. One day I will narrate the story. It's a Benin man from Edo State. I said, "Go to hell with your job. Mazin is my leader. He dare not insult my leader for me." Well, let's continue. May your soul continue to rest in peace, sir. So let's move on to our Obasanjo. Let's move to Obasanjo. We all heard what Obasanjo said. This information play a significant role in Biafra war. Now, Obasanjo said this information play a significant role. Let me bring it up. For those of you who have not seen it, we don't have time to read it because I will try as much as possible. Maybe in less than 2 hours, we'll be off from here. I hope you can see it. Yeah, let me make it bolder. Yeah, Obasanjo, you say this information played a significant role in Nigeria's civil war. Obasanjo on 4th June 2025. On 4th June 2025, Obasanjo made this statement. On 4th June 2024, Obasanjo made this statement. And remember, it was the same man that buy a lot of our people. Obasanjo, yeah. I think when they change, is it Adekunle they change? He now took over from Adekunle, I think. I know if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, now took over from Adekunle. He ended the war. He buy a lot of our people. Today, Obasanjo is telling the world this information play a significant role. And what's the meaning of this information? Lies, propaganda. So, so they are telling us they use propaganda and lies to buy millions of us, millions of Biafrans, millions of Igbos. Just by the corner, IBB came out and told us that 1966 Q was not an Igbo Q. Mind you, mind you, for all these 58 years, they are lying. Igbo Q, Igbo Q, Igbo Q. They target an Igbo Q. Just a few months ago, IBB came out and said that no, it wasn't. It wasn't an Igbo Q. Today is telling the world that this information play a significant role in Biafra war. So they use lies and propaganda to buy millions of Igbos. Obasanjo, no, this is not enough. We need to hear more from you. We need to hear more from you. Abiyama know why they keep people like you alive. For you people to see what you defended, how it's turning out to be. Chukwu Abiyama know the reason why he kept Gowon alive. For him to see the seed, how the fruit is given, the seed is sowed, it now germinates and is sleeping the fruit. Chukwu Abiyama know why he keep Danjuma alive. For them to see with their two eyes the seed they planted. Chukwu why he keep IBB alive. Today it's not working. For them to see what they defended, what is turning out to be. Obasanjo is telling the world today that information play a significant role. They lie against Igbos. They lie against Biafra by us. Martin cannot do that. If you have a smartphone, you are a journalist. We will tell our story by ourselves. This is not 1967. So Obasanjo is telling the world today that this is an important role. Lies and blackmail and propaganda. They use it to wipe away a lot of Igbos. Millions of Igbos. Millions of children. Tell me, if Nigeria is working, will these people be working free? Nigeria is a country. Will these people, with all their statements, by now they should be behind bar by now. IBB should be behind bar by now. Obasanjo should be by now. Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is just a contraction. It's not working. It's a company, so it's company. Nigeria is where you can do anything and you go scot-free. Fantastically corrupt. Obodo ụmụ ajọ mmụọ. So, Obasanjo in the world today that disinformation play an important role. Millions of Igbos were wiped out from this planet Earth. Billions of people were wiped out from this planet Earth. The lie against Biafrans. What a shame. So like I always said, you can never, never hide the truth forever. A time will come. A time will come. We do what? We rise up. Today, Obasanjo is telling the whole world that disinformation play an important role. Now, the said disinformation they are keeping the leader in DSS dungeons going to 5 years now. Going to 5 years now. They said disinformation because the late Buhari told guys that onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi come in Nigeria with hard weapon, sophisticated weapon. Now in court, that weapon that Mazi Nnamdi came to Nigeria with turned out to battery charger, some pair of sander, some toothbrush. That is the weapon. That is the sophisticated weapon. Mazi Nnamdi can do what? Came in. That was the weapon Mazi Nnamdi imported in Nigeria. The same disinformation Obasanjo is talking about. And now, the same person, Mazi Nnamdi, that Biafra war give birth to, they are still keeping him in this dungeon. And remember, 1966 coup lead to Biafra Civil War. Biafra Civil War give birth to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If all these men know that all those things is lie, the 1960s coup is not an Igbo coup, then the Biafra War, this information lead to it, according to Obasanjo. Why are they still keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside there? I'm asking you guys. Why are they still keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside? Why? Before we continue, we must recognize Mazi Chiezoku, regional coordinator from America. Mazi Chiezoku, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome. Yeah. So Obasanjo is telling us today that this information play significant role in Nigeria war that lead to millions of people dying. We can never, never, never be part of Nigeria again. We can never be part of Nigeria. We can't. We can never be part of Nigeria. So the best thing you is to call our leader Mazi and come on the round table to negotiate how we're going to live side by side. But to be in one country with these people, hell no. Because we can never forget what these people have done to our ancestors, to our parents. This information, like I said, but I don't need to waste time because it's like I need to wake up early in the morning to go somewhere, Now let's go to Oju Zokano. And before we go to Oju Zokano, it's really important that we have to tell Biafra that tomorrow is our leader court case. Onyendo Mazinakano court case. Tomorrow is his court case. All roads lead to Abuja. If you are sincere for Onyendo to be out, you guys should be in the court. You guys should be in solidarity with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is face of Igbos. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the face of Biafra. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the face of an Igbo. I always told that Ndi G, our leader, is this oil company in our land. Oil companies in our land. And some people don't believe what some people say, no, how can no? That Nigeria is an independent country. Bro, who tell you Nigeria is an independent country? Onyegwa that one. Onyegwa go. It's just on paper. On paper. But in reality, Britain is still controlling Nigeria. Till tomorrow. This is a fact. This is a fact. I'm going to play one video for you guys. For those of you that don't agree what I'm saying. I'm going to play a video that I want you to connect the dots from that video. And that video is about the late Abiola. Some people say that, Abacha, is it Abacha, yeah? Abacha or IBB? No, Abacha, no. It's Abacha that buy Abiola. No, Abacha is just acting on instruction. And remember, it was the tea. After serving him tea, the guy now go to the other world. And who served him the tea? A lady from America. Got my eyes from America. Now I want you guys to listen to what lead to buying of Abiola. For you guys to know that is this company in our land that's suing our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you guys to listen to Abiola. We will find time to analyze this video, but I want you guys to just listen before we go. Listen to Abiola.
By turning over future investment to the private sector and by removing the complex structures which makes NMPC's accountability and assessment of efficiency almost impossible. You see, there are so many layers upon layers built on this simple thing, crude oil. I don't even know whether it's oil or some mystery around it that is taking the money from the central bank. You see, I think we would demystify all these things. In my government, the daily export of crude will be published and the price at which it is sold. You see, the issue of planned implementation It's simple.
Let's.
You see, public things
I want to take it back again for you guys to know what he mentioned. Crude oil. He mentioned that crude oil. When he said now, ọ gara ebe asịsa aga n'aga. This is what led to his death. People say no. You want to take away food on our table. Onye gwara we control Nigeria. We must take you out of this planet Earth.
by
I want to take it back. I
turning
want you guys
over
to this.
future investment
Want
to
you
the
guys to
private sector and by removing the complex structures which makes NMPC's accountability and assessment of efficiency almost impossible. You see, there are so many layers upon layers built on this simple thing, crude oil. You don't even know whether it's oil or some mystery around it that is taking the money from the central bank. You see, I think we would demystify all these things. In my government, the daily export of crude will be published and the price at which it is sold. You see, the issue of planned implementation is simple. You see, public things are not private. We have National Assembly now. They will do their job. They review the expenditure of government and will hold public hearing. We will no longer be hearing of monetary circulars from central bank without the bankers being told. The bankers will have to be involved. You see, like I said, every effort has been made in the past to shave people's head in their absence. It must stop. I mean, it won't be allowed. I mean, the cumulative wisdom of all the bankers would have seen us out of the problem we have in this country today. But some people, they come from IMF or they come from World Bank. What do they know about Nigeria? You see, the most brilliant doctor in Norway might not have seen malaria in his life. So bringing him here and imposing him as a medical director is like sending everybody to the grave. You see, I think all that nonsense will stop. I rely on Nigerians to keep Nigeria running efficiently, and that's what it is. You see, there will be a few foreigners who will be recommended by our people, not those who will be imposed by some foreign authorities over us. We are an independent republic under God, or aren't we?
How far? Are you still doubting? Are you still doubting what I'm telling you? Are you still doubting what I told you guys? There's three things he mentioned there. He mentioned crude oil. He mentioned that is no go earlier. You as a Nigeria, you don't need to go against these people, against these three things. And Abiola said that he's going to go against this thing. Now he's going to publish the quantity of crude oil they sold on daily basis. That we are a free nation. That we must control ourselves. We must rule by ourselves. Unafuga ebe m na-aga? M na-agwa unu that na ndị ji onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ọ bụghị Nigeria government. These oil companies in Nigeria, they are the one holding our Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Oil milk Camila, before they know onye ndu will be out, they will be asking themselves, how? How did this happen? What happened? How? Before they close the eye, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will be out. They will be wondering, how did this happen? No man, no person will say it's my efforts. Because these people, you talk about money, they have the money. Talk about the people, they have the people. Talk about the connection is there. Whatever you want, they have it. The good, the bad, the ugly, they have it. Well, on a normal day, we'll talk about this video from Abiola, later Abiola. We'll have to analyze it well. Now let's go to Ojus Okalo. Shameless man. Okalo is a shameless man. I must be honest with you guys. No one look but it's a shameless. We saw his statements few days ago that he warned Mazin Nandikam. He warned Mazin. He warned him to keep off from organizing assembly people on uniform, to keep away from the Egbe. But the same stupid man is there. People are buying his people on daily basis. Ọnọdụ ya na-esogharị ndị asụ n'ike n'ike ụmụnne ya on daily basis. Chineke ya akpụ ya ọkụ. Ọnụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Now this video, but first of all, we'll play the decent one before we go to the previous videos of him. Chineke ya akpọ gị ọkụ, ọ ji ụzọ kalụ. That's in Chineke ya akpọ gị ọkụ. Now, let's go.
A court of competent jurisdiction, and I don't discuss it because the court has every jurisdiction. When President Buhari was president, I came to see Nnamdi Kanu's mother and father, and all of you were aware. I spoke to them, and I spoke to President Muhammad Buhari. He's alive, and he directed he should be given the court that his lawyers should not oppose bail. And I went to see Nnamdi. And I saw him, spoke to him immediately, spoke to his brothers, fine boy, all of them. And the unfortunate things happened. And it was not my problem that he started doing what he's not supposed to do. I warned him. I said, once you get this bail, don't carry arms. Don't sew uniform. Don't do all these things. You are second in command, can do anything, carry your flag and shout. And that is the truth. I'm saying it publicly, so it can be on record. So the court gave him bail, and the unfortunate thing happened. When he came back from Kenya, I was the first person that saw him in DSS. True or false? You will have the record, and it's true. And his lawyer said, why should I go there? I'm going to tell him to surrender their mandate. I mean, the country is not built that way. The nationality of a country should be respected. I still believe that President Tinubu will surprise people. I have discussed this matter with him, and I'm sure that he's also waiting to see. We must give the judiciary opportunity to say who is right and wrong. Our judiciary are courageous enough to tell us who is right and wrong. Well, I have not discussed that matter with Governor Oti. I will discuss.
Hey! Agwa m unu that na when Biafra ede a na-ekpu n'isi, ọ bụrụ ezigbo ga na-ekpu okpu ede a, if anyị ama ihe o menwu. Not every hand can deal, not every animal. Ọ bụrụ every animal. Anụ ọfịa Chineke ya akpọ ọkụ. Ọwụ ọnọdụ ya. Ọwụ ọnọdụ ya. Not assembly men on uniform. Not to carry arm. What happened? Maazị Nankanu, what made him to establish ESN? Protecting his fortunate akpọ ọkụ. The same ESN Maazị Nankanu established in the Southeast. That was the same athlete Odudu Yoruba assembly called Omoteku. Mieti assembly their own. Then your own brother, because of you politicians fail to protect your people, non-state actor take it up by himself and do it perfect. Envy and jealous. Envy and jealous. Envy and jealous. Jealous. You know, we have your video when you are dancing. On a very good day, ị akọwara anyị that egwu nọ na-agbada onye nọ na-agbara ya. On a very good day, gị na Andy Ụba, ma gọvanọ Abia, former governor of Abia State, no? On a very good day, you guys will tell us, what are you celebrating by then? So now it's so good for you. But you cry in the red chamber and say that this country is not sincere or what? How do you know? I'll play that video. I think I have to play that video. It's very important. I want you to listen to yourself. Ojo I want you to listen to yourself. Shameless man. Listen to
I
yourself.
went through one of my best time in life in the Senate, and also went through one of my difficult periods.
Chibuzo, what platform that you are waiting for me on? What platform? What platform is that? Because I'm live on all our platform except TikTok. Because on Facebook, live on our Facebook, on our page Ikechukwu Ezumezu, Maazị Ezunwe Ekwensu, and the Ikechukwu Maazị Ezumezu. And on YouTube, that's why I say you guys should go and subscribe on YouTube. It's very important. So, Pius Chibuzo, platform, which platform we are talking about? Can you just let me know? Okay, Ikechukwu Maazị, but I'm live there now. I'm live. That's my friend and now. I came. I cannot see Ikechukwu Maazị on Ikechukwu Ezumezu. But I'm live there. Yeah, I can see my And Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu now. I'm live there. On if you're there now, I think I have to find out. There's something wrong anyway. Let me check if I can move. But on the Scrum Live, on the Scrum Live here. So ke platform ke bi se ne ke bi se fu ma afu now. Ke bi se ne ke bi se wuta my broadcast now, please. Maazị Pius, ebe ka isi enweta my broadcast now? Ke platform isi iji enweta m now? Therefore, just please wait. Let's listen to our brother. Let me know, because the last time I came on air, there's something that I cannot. Okay, Maazị Ezumezu nwe ekwensu. Okay, okay. Okay, please, Pius. Check Ikechukwu Ezumezu if you can see me live there. Check Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Because Maazị Ezumezu nwe ekwensu, I don't have much followers there. No? Please check Ikechukwu Ezumezu if you can see me live there. Maybe by weekend I have to settle down to look what is going on. Facebook. That's why I said please subscribe on my YouTube. It's very important. So let's continue. So let our brother check. So let's listen to Odu Zokalo. Again, the auntie.
Also, in this Senate, before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison know the reason they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brother Skipper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became angels. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employ nobody, and nobody asks them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
Thank you very much, Chief.
Okay, yeah, Okay, Matt Payos, thank you so much for informing me. And maybe by tomorrow I will look into it to check what is going on. You know, because I can see that I'm live on Ikechukwu Madi's Maze on my side. I'm also live on Ikechukwu is Maze. But it is very important. Please, my fans, please subscribe. Important, but Facebook is doing what Facebook is doing. Sometimes they will tell me they are deleting it. They are gradually deleting all about Onyendu that they are pulling it down. They delete it one by one, but that will not stop us. So thank you, my brother, for informing me. I will look into it. So all just Okala onye nzuzu. Ebe ị na-ebe akwa. This country is not fair. But that want to save your generation, save your unborn children. You are against him. That you are advising. You want. He established ESN to protect our land. It's our land, our farmers. I'm going to play videos here. I don't care if they will close all my accounts. I'm going to play videos here. What's happened just recently? What Fulani's X-Men is doing? What they did in Anambra and what they did in Imo State. Ojo Okalo, we have this video. A day will come, you are going to explain to us this your dance. Then you're going to explain to us about this dance.
Let me go ahead.
Yeah, highway. A day this highway wa. Yeah, about this your jolunu na-enwe. Ihe John wee kwuo ya. But I believe by now, that na uche mana abụ uche Chineke. Uche mmadụ abụrụ uche Chineke. Ị na-alụ ete, onye aka ekpa na-alụghasị ete. Ị na-agbara ya highway ụta ndị ụba ma okezi ikpeazụ. Unu jubilate. Onye si n'ọnụ wee pụta. David kọwara ụmụnne this year mood of celebration highway.
Your turn now.
If you don't get money,
Let me go ahead.
So, what is Okalo? Like I said, a day will come, you will explain to Biafrans your highway in Abalai. You will explain to us about this celebration. But like I said, if you kwesịrị ị na-eme gị, that's now. If they're against your own brother, if they're against a people, because they want to become politically relevant in Nigeria. They want Nigeria. And you know that it's impossible for you. It's impossible for you. Look at Peter Obi. We see what happened to Peter Obi. $5 million. So this year cargo, he has survived. And how this cargo here? They will use you and dump you again. They will dump you. So what is happening now? Why this go on my network? Huh? Hold on, Biafra. My network is slow. It's down. Just hold on. Let me see if I can change that to the other network. Don't know this. So that you want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is not your fault for him to start doing what he's not supposed to do. And what is that he's doing? What is that he's doing? Because he's protecting our land. He's protecting your mother and my mother. For them to go to farm safely and return back home. He's protecting our fathers. For them to go to farm and return back home safely and nothing happened to them. That's why Mazen Kanu established ESN. And that is a crime that Mazen Kanu committed. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Biafrans, I want to play a video. Let me start from Soko, Edo State. They chase away Fulani S-men in their community. The men Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was saying it. All of them were against Mazen hate speech. And Mazen Kanu say they are coming. These are not the same people we knew. This same Fulani we knew in 70s and 80s disguising themselves. Now, I want you guys to watch Land. They chase them away.
Oya now. Malaki na lu obi jese. They are going back. Malaya na lu bi jese ma go. Malaya ma go. So malaki na lu bi jese malaka so boni no se di. E mo di nítorí wá sáré fi ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́pàá
Okay. This incident took place in Edo State. In Delta State, Delta State, Isoko community. Said no, they don't want Fulani anymore in community. Now tell me, is Fulani good? If they are good, why must any group of people chase them away from their land? Remember when Maznakan was saying so many years ago, all those people they criticized, but today every single thing Onyendu said have come to pass. When they say that we have right to defend ourselves, we have right to defend ourselves against those who want to come and buy us. And today, what Joseph Kano, he says he warned Mazen Nandi Kano. He warned him because Mazen Nandi want to protect your father, your village, your mother, your children, your unborn children, for your community not to be wiped out. Now again, I warn Mazen Nandi Kano. Joseph Kano, Chineke ya akpọ gị ọkụ mbọsị eke mbọsị oyi mbọsị abụ mbọsị nkwọ. Will be following you. Ibe na Senate. Nke aka wụ mbido. Ebe nke carry that one. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now before I play some videos, Then before then, I need to play one video before I go to the buying of our to pray. I will play it. I don't care what Facebook we do or it's just to tell us our people what is happening. It's not out of hate. But before then, I saw a comment here from our brother here, our brother Pius. I want to understand what he mean. You know? Yeah, let me bring it. Yeah, Pius said, "Entity of media team coming together from Methuselah, Darlington, and Jele. The media space is down for now." So, what do you mean by it? Please explain yourself more better. Let me understand. You know, explain yourself better. Say any possibility of media team, Methuselah, Darlington, Chiamaka, Jele. The media space is down for now. Explain yourself. Let me understand what you mean. No. So now, ka anyị kpọrọ Ọdụ Ụzọ Kalụ. Ka anyị kpọrọ ya another video that happened in the southeast. This one happened in Delta State. Now let's bring another video that happened in southeast.
Dr. Ebube, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Please, it's like you are the leader of Ahaba Imeni.
Yes.
Okay. You know where people gathered here this morning?
Yeah.
You can see there's military everywhere. You can see everywhere. You can see their vehicle everywhere. So, and you can see one Sienna that victim been taken away. What happened?
Yeah. Around 9-10 o'clock tomorrow, yesterday. So I was intimated by our industrial son, telling me about the ugly situation that some people that attacked Napan, they blocked the road. They used one of the firewood and they blocked the road. So we went as much as we can to involve the security agents, which when I called the commander, the commandant, 143 battalion, he responded simultaneously and sent his troops. And lo and behold, since that time till present, they've sacked the whole bush. It was from the car there, you can see the white car, and the driver, they made away with the driver and about 8 passengers. So till present, they're still looking for them. So they took them inside the bush, and this has been a trait. And I can only urge even the local government chairman, any other person that is being involved, let us come for our rescue. This is several, so because this thing is too alarming. This is everyday story along this street, and we cannot achieve it without the collaboration of Akole, Amoj, and Ahaba. That's the only thing we can do. And those people blocking the roads, using their firewood, those are the things that give them edge over trying to stop any coming vehicle, because the governor did a good job by giving us a good road. So at a high speed, the only thing that can make you to stop whenever you see maybe any obstruction on the road, that's the only time you can apply your brake. And when this thing is being done, they will just come out from the bush and collect the people they want and enter the bush. So this is a very alarming situation.
Okay.
This is just a risk.
Is this the first time that this thing is happening, or has it happened before?
It has happened several times, not even, but this is the latest.
So which people are you calling on to come and help?
Any person, even asking for possibly the state governor, the local government chairman, even the individuals who is sued, because who might know the next victim? So that's our only interest. So that let's know what we can do to stop this process. It's very obvious.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Dr. Bedi PG of Habibeni Asian Kingdom from Isukwa local government. You are a good person. I think the government will see to this and they do the needful immediately. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
This happened in Southeast, Ojuzokalo. And you can see the PG. For me, it's not man enough. No? Why didn't he mention the people that are this ugly incident? He knows the people, but he don't want to mention them. They are Fulani. They are Fulanis. And he was asked, is it? He said no. So if not this time, who are the people that's operating this ugly incident in that road? Who are those? Who are those people responsible for this bad incident, according to you? You know them, but you don't want to mention them. Call them by their name. So, blow man enough. And you can see the soldiers. The soldiers are working with them. The soldiers are colluded with Danjuma. We saw what happened in Benue. The same local government chairman went to go and meet, ask them, why didn't you engage this Fulani Janjaweed? Soldiers told them that they don't have the might to go after the Fulani. So, okay, we can because our topic is for Ojus or Kano. We are showing this thing because he said he warned Mazin and Kano IPO leader. Because Mazna and Kano do what they cannot do. Mazna can love the people. He warned Mazna and Kano or Ojus or Kano. Now, let me check. Recent activities of Fulanists, the people they buy. I have to play the videos here. So if Facebook want to pull everything down, let them go ahead. Because we cannot, they cannot tie our hands. So because we are afraid. No. Chinas and Wally is working with Ikenga Oluwago to the surprise IPOB. Okay. Why? Okay, so why are they not cautioning Ikenga Oluwago about these utterances on Twitter? So why are they not? Okay, listen, Chibuzo, you know, Chibuzo egwu atụ. If you can see, one time, yeah, we are seeing all these utterances, and we are keeping the record. But we still have enemy within. For me, Chibuzo egwu atụ is external. But enemy within is more dangerous now. This is the fact. So we still have the enemy within. And this is what people like me is fighting. So Chinas and one kita is with Chibuzo egwu. We know that because the next on Saturday they want to open Germany, their own office in Germany. We are expecting very soon they will give us the name of their movement. movement. Because all my IPOB of Biafra will expose them all, will chase them all. And Ayado was so hot. In fact, I saw what as a light TV, as I call him as a light, what is the reply to Chinas and Wankita and Azayoba. I told them before that these people they group, they will come after them because Biafra today is not happening. To don't know ọwụ na mụọ maazị ezumezu nwe ekwensu n'aka m adịghị ọcha. Let this be. Let the land, let the blood of our people, the millions of our people expose me. How come this is the Chaka million worms? You mentioned his name, Darlington and Methuselah. Today, what is happening to them? I can't say one number one because they saw the truth. They don't want to say the truth. They decided to be in midst of the but we finish majority. But remember what our leader said: if we are the only one saying the truth, remain them saying it, even if we lead it to point of death. Today, nine Nazo and make Chukwu for the fight. Most of us fight to make sure that only Numazin Nandi Kano principles stand, that our code of conduct stand. So Chibuze for me, we are seeing what he's doing. Is so annoying. But remember, about the same person now wound that now Mazina and Kano family, Mazina and Kano siblings, they are against Mazina and Kano wife. Today, he was trying to defend law. He got a lot of things, But I have gone only with the real enemy. I have gone law. I know if we with the real enemy now. Is it your brothers-in-law or Chibuze battle? But I was sorry for Ndewo Mazi. Ndewo. So Facebook and YouTube and S handle going to play now is not out of hate, but to tell our people what is going on in our land. Viewer disclaimer. Please, can you can turn if you don't like blood, please you can just turn out or log off from this program now because I have to pay you. I don't care if they want to pull my program down or my channels down or YouTube. No, must bring it to media. Happening in our land. I want Ojus or Carlo Chineke ya because he's having a presidential amazing Nankana Chineke will put there to protect our land. Or see that on there, Chineke ya Ojus or Carlo. So I want you guys to watch this video. What happened southeast of recently. This is not too slow. What is happening? Okay. Now, this our brother is lucky that he's alive. This one is lucky that he's alive. What, look at what they did to him. Look at what they did to him.
Good man. No, no, again, no. You got to try. Man, what again?
What do Zokalo? Bịa ka ihe furu ụmụnne gị ihe a na-eme ụmụnne gị. Bịa furu ihe janja wii na-eme ụmụnne gị. Ọ dị Zokalo.
Tuta here. Na wepụ n'ihe ahụ ebe ahụ.
Ọ dị Zokalo bịa furu nne gị. In one man. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. This is what they are doing to your people. All those Zokalo. They are busy chasing political ambitions.
Just look at it.
Look at what they are doing.
Make sure they save.
And it's lucky that he's alive. It's lucky that all those Zokalo. Onye awụ your brother, onye awụ Igbo. Na ihe Fulani X-Men ji mma wee all the lucky na all their life. They survive. How about those that did not, that I'm going to play their video? We see the dead bodies. This just happened of recent. Ọ jụzọ kalụ Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ mgbọsị eke, mgbọsị onye, mgbọsị afọ, mgbọsị nkwọ. Not only you, Biafra ya chụwa unu, and Igbo ya chụwa. All those Igbo politicians that these people are using against us, and Igbo ya chụwa unu ọsọ. Unu nwụọ mmiri, that mmiri ya bụrụ unu yanya. Unu li, ọ ya bụrụ unu poison. Unu ekuru ikuku, ikuru ya bụrụ unu ọkụ. In his own land, and he's lucky. How about those that did not survive it? How about those? Do you see the reason why man can establish ESN in your own land? People will come in your land to buy. Like I said, go now. The link. It's a pity. I wonder what network is doing. So I think the link is on YouTube. Ikechukwu Ezumezu and Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu. We have about 14 minutes to go. So if there any will boot a bit, just you can come up and continue the boot. But before then, let me play those one that did not survive it. This guy is lucky enough that he survived it. Chiamwanya. But how about those that did not survive it? I want to play the video. I want you guys to watch the video. You can't think to, because of Facebook, not to pull down our pages. No, can't continue. I am man do jo whether they win. I am man jido makujo whether they win. Okay.
This is another third person. It's an old
This is
man.
the first one. Watch.
This is another old man that was killed by the Fulani herdsmen.
Yeah. Third person, another third. Another third person.
This is another third person.
When you come
It's
more.
an old man.
This another old man that was killed by the Fulani herdsmen.
Huh? Okay. Like I said, Facebook, YouTube. This video is just to inform my viewers. This
Babo Nguji. This is the incident about
nke a bụ onye ọzọ.
the person who was killed by the Fulani herdsmen with the help of the security personnel, the DPOs and his men, and the special force.
Onye ọzọ.
Another neighborhood was half federated. So this is the dead body.
Otu ọkara na-afụ ya. Ka eweta another one. Ka nzukọ another. Network has also slowed. I wonder what's happened to my network or attack. Yeah, oh, three. Now let's go. Okay, the third one. You guys should hold. I want to bring the third one. Hold on, let me bring the third one. I think my network is not tonight. But remove. Guys, my network is so slow. Don't know. I want to do one. So Mazi Christ. Yeah, my network is not friendly tonight. So it's not friendly tonight. I can see it. I can see it from my end. My network is not friendly, and also some a friend one Mazi just told me that even in my two page on Facebook, they did not see me live, but I'm live on my Facebook. I can see myself I'm live, but they are not getting. They did not see me live on Mazi Zumezu, on Ikechukwu Zumezu, and also on Ikechukwu Mazi Zumezu. But so okay, let me try again. If I can play the third the third dead body. We never give up. We are Biafrans. We never give up. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, okay, yeah. I told you we are Biafrans. We will never give up. This is the third one. The third person.
Ọkwa kamera isidio, nke a napụrụ isidio.
So this is the third person. This is just a few days ago. So what just Okalo? I wonder these people. They are your blood relation. They are your close brother. How will you feel, Ojus Okano? Because ebulu ozu onye ọzọ n'isi ọ dịka ebe ukwu nkwụ na-aga. These are people's uncle, father, brother. Their life was cut off by Fulani Janjaweed in their own hand, just because they want to go to farm to feed their family. They made their untimely deaths by the Fulani Janjaweed. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu established ESN to protect our farmland, our mothers. And you say you warned him. You warned him. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Open that door for me. Here is, you should be ashamed of yourself. What is Okano? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I fixed that.
What?
I opened that.
No, I'll close now. No. You see, the land of Biafra will expose you guys all. You guys will never have peace. You guys will never have peace. They are Biafrans. The members in Nnamdi Kanu. It will only mean ya dị ka Chineke adịghị agwụ agwụ. Obere egbu Maazị Kanu emeghị ihe nwe ya. N'ihi na ọchụ nwa ọkụ nwa ada nwa ọkụ wuo ngwa ọsọ. Ọmụmụ egbu ngwu mma amandịrị ya nkọ. Onye furu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si n'anya mmiri amakọ n'anya ya, ihe mere nwa ya eme ya. If our leader na-elotu ihe mere nwa gị, ihe mere nwa gị ya eme gị. Onye ndị ejego ojeligo ọ natara ya natalụ. Ndụ nka. Biafrans, anyị afụ na echi. And ọ bụrụ na ọ ya dị possible, maybe that tomorrow or Saturday, our golden voice, Barrister Ikechukwu Onola, will also analyze whatever transpires in court more better so that people like us will understand it. He will also analyze so that lay man like me were able to understand what is going on. But Barrister Ikechukwu Onola is a barrister. So let's see how it goes. Maybe I will reach him to man on time because they're a lawyer. And them and more time. They always prepare their case. So I'm asking because I had lie na mma. When I for tata, I afuichi. Ngwa ka ọ dị nụ. Udo dịrị anyị. Bye. Yeah.
Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the so-called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court, they cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazinamti Kanu stands, defying darkened tombs. A beacon of hope, a voice soon yielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazia sume sumwe kwensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Chains may blind, but not the soul. Mazinamti Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. This song is a creative expression and tribute. Mazinamti Kanu's situation is complex, and this song does not capture all aspects. Let us continue to